Hey everyone, it's Tori and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. For today's video, we are going to be setting up my bullet journal for October 2024. As you can see from my planning page, we're going with a Lunar Witch theme for October, and it's going to be a collage-y, scrapbooky, junk journal-y style theme, which I'm so excited about, and I'll be sharing all the supplies and ephemera I got from Etsy in a bit. But first, let's take a look at my bullet journal spreads from last month. For September, I did a Sunflower Critters theme with stickers I got from Hubman and Chub Girl, and if you missed that plan with me, I will have it linked in the cards for you to check out. I love these Dutch Door weekly spreads that I've been doing on and off this year. They're so fun and they give me so much room for tasks and planning each week. And now let's hop into my supplies I'll be using for this video. As previously mentioned, I'm doing a scrapbooky, junk journal-y style theme, whatever you want to call it, this month. And I got these beautiful journaling ephemera digital files from Ink and Page Journals on Etsy. I will have her shop linked down below for you to check out, and I printed a mix of her Lunar Witch journal kit and her Lunar Witch add-on ephemera kit for this plan with me. I printed on a mix of copy paper, cardstock, and label paper, and I get this question every single collage video it feels like, but I do not print these on a home printer. They are professionally printed at a print shop that I work at, and the printer we have there is massive, and it prints with toner, so I can't really recommend a good home printer to you all, but my label paper that I use will be linked down below, which I also get a lot of questions about, along with a full video that has more information about my collage setup and printing process. I also use some memo pads from Stationery Pal, my alphabet stamps that I use literally all the time, probably too much, honestly. You can find this set on Amazon. I've also got this blue grid washi from Amazon and some black washi tape that I'm pretty sure is from either the Scotch brand or from Stationery Pal. And my pens are Tombow dual brush pens and Sakura Pigma Micron fine liners. Everything will be linked down below if I can find it, and without further ado, let's hop into my October cover page. I'm stamping out my October header using my alphabet stamps and the black Tombow dual brush pen. You'd think after all this time I'd finally invest in an ink pad, but I honestly really like this method, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm stamping it out on this off-white grid memo pad that I use all the time in my reading and media journal, so I was glad to bring it over to this bullet journal. This art print is sized at 5x7, and I printed it on a cardstock, so it's a little thicker than regular copy paper. These larger art prints are the entire reason I bought this pack. They're literally the most beautiful things I've ever seen. I'm obsessed. I love the idea of having this girl on my cover page with the header right at the top center where there's a little bit of a blank space. I thought it was so perfect. I'm also taking this background image that I printed on copy paper and ripped off a couple pieces to go in the corners of the back of this art print. And then I rounded the corners using my corner rounder. Also get a lot of questions on this guy. I also got it on Amazon. And then I'm using my Tombow tape runner to tape it down to the center of the page. I wanted to add a little washi tape to the back of the header for more layers on this spread, and I was going to add in some stickers, but I ended up really liking how this page looked without the added ephemera, so after adding a little bit more washi tape to the top and bottom of the art print, we're moving on to my monthly dashboard. I'm starting out my dashboard with penning in boxes for my goals at the top of the spread, and those are for everything I want to read, crochet, and cook this month, as well as a section titled Other for any other goals I'd like to accomplish in October. And then I'm making a mini October calendar and vertical monthly down the left side where I can write events or appointments. I found this random number strip that I decided to use instead of writing all the numbers down the edge, so that was a fun find. Really happy about that. At the bottom of the spread, I went a little crazy with all the ephemera I have. I'm going to be making a little collage here with some ripped up memo pad, washi tape, mini art prints, little stickers that I printed out on label paper and cut out by hand, a quote, sparkles, all that kind of stuff. It was so fun decorating all these spreads and really makes me want to dive into junk journaling. I actually have a junk journal from Notebook Therapy that I've had since last year, maybe, and I haven't touched it. I recently got the Notebook Therapy Junk Journal Ephemera kit from the collection as well, and a junk journal sticker book from Wrong Wrong, so I'm well prepared to start junk journaling, I just haven't started it yet. Please let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in seeing some junk journaling content. I think that'd be super fun to do. And also, please let me know if you have any favorite junk journaling YouTubers for me to check out. I feel like I'm ready to dive down a junk journal rabbit hole. I feel like that'd be a good time. After adding in a little extra ripped paper and washi tape to the top of the spread, that is my dashboard spread complete, and we're moving on to my habit tracker. I'm starting out the spread by ripping up some more background copy paper images, as well as rounding the corners and pasting down this 5x7 art print of this nighttime forest scene. So pretty. My headers are going to be super repetitive for the rest of this setup, so I'm just taking that stamped out grid memo pad header and some washi tape and sticking that to the top of the spread, kind of off center. And I actually pre-prepped these off-white dot grid boxes. There's 7 dot grid spaces across and 5 dot grid spaces down, so it represents the layout of a mini calendar. I've only got 7 habit grids on my habit tracker this month. I typically have 8 or 9, but I didn't want to cover up the moon, so one of my habits is getting the boot this month. Not sure which one yet though. I typically track washing my hair, going for a walk, flossing, reading, crocheting, writing in my daily journal, no spending money on non-essentials, and no snacking. I took the sheet of the blotchy green background that I put in the back of the spread, and I cut some small strips to be the headers of each habit grid. And after adding some washi tape and stickers, we're moving over to the right page, which is my gratitude log. I have a 2-column format for my gratitude log this month where I will write one thing I'm grateful for every day in October next to its corresponding number. At the bottom corner, I added some washi tape and some more stickers for another little collage moment, and that is this spread complete. Let's move on to my stress and health log. On the left side, I have my stress and health log. I switched up the headers a little bit from the spread in prior months and added some washi tape, rip paper, stickers, all that kind of stuff. This spread is so I have a space to write out what I'm stressed about each day at the top of the spread, and any health-related things will go next to the corresponding day at the bottom. I like how this page is super simple, and I made the highlights different colors for the different sections of the spread like I did for the last few months. And now let's get on to my anxiety tracker. For my anxiety tracker this month, I'm starting out with a spread by ripping up some more background copy paper images, as well as rounding the corners and pasting down this 5x7 art print of this floral box image that's got a nice large space in the middle for my tracker. My header is going to be at the top of the page and slightly off-center like my habit tracker header, and I'm going to take these pre-prepped grid memo pad pages to set up a line graph. I'm writing in the numbers 1 through 31 on the x-axis, and I had to break up this graph into 2 separate sections since the pad isn't long enough. I think I've got days 1 through 16 on the top and days 17 through 31 on the bottom graph, and on both y-axes, axes? What is the plural of that word? Anyway, on the vertical graph lines, I've got numbers 0 through 5 to record how high my anxiety gets each day, 0 meaning no anxiety, and 5 meaning a panic attack. I went a little sticker crazy on the spread with these little circles in the back of the graph papers, the botanical moons in the corners. I love this butterfly, and I wish I printed out more of it for other spreads, and this quote at the bottom, and that is the spread complete. We're moving on to the last spread of the setup, which is my monthly review. My monthly review is a place where I kind of sum everything up at the end of each month. I've got this collage at the top of my October header, along with some stickers scattered around for more decoration. Then we're moving on to my remembering section, where I have a section for some monthly highlights and a Polaroid picture I took during October. My loving section at the bottom is a place for me to write everything I'm loving during the month that aren't already in the categories of watching, reading, or listening to, which is over on the right. I added in one of these tag images. I ripped a bit off the bottom so I could fit it into the spread, and I added some strings to it with my Micron fine liner so it actually looks like a tag. You can't really see the hole, so I went over it with my white gel pen, and I think it looks super cute and junk journal-y. I wish I added more of these tags and mini art prints around, but honestly they're just too big to comfortably fit onto my spreads if I still expect them to be functional and serve a purpose. I wish I had printed these tags and mini art prints smaller so I could fit more onto my spreads, but it is what it is. I still love how my spreads this month turned out. My watching section has 3 TVs for me to write a movie I loved, TV show, and YouTube channel. For reading, I have space to write 3 books I've read this month, as well as stars to fill in my star rating for each book. The bottom right page, I have a couple things shoved together. I have a section titled called Listening To, which is where I'll write a few songs or albums I've been listening to this month. Then there's a box with a ball of yarn to write something I crocheted, and below that is a box with a spoon to write something that I cooked. After adding in a couple more stickers to this spread, this is my monthly review complete, and we are ready to move into the final flip through of my October plan with me. We are now entering the final flip through portion of today's video, and I want to encourage you all to comment down below what your theme is for October this year, and also a moon emoji if you made it to the end. I really appreciate you all. And you're never going to believe it, but I did a majority of my weekly spreads already, so I actually have them semi-completed to show you in this video. I love the one-page weeklies I chose for this month to highlight more of these beautiful art prints over on the right side. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe while you're here. Also, don't forget to check out my bullet journal social medias. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!